Alright guys, here we go. Coach T, Coach Gu back at it again. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. We're gonna look at the notes today. The top of the page, you can see it says midpoint and perpendicular bisector. Last time we did the segment addition postulate. Today we're moving on to midpoints and perpendicular bisectors. So let's start it off. A midpoint is a point on a line segment that something it into two something segments. What do you think goes in the blank? Consult your partner. Look at him. Read his mind. Did he or she say divides it into two congruent segments? Because that's the answer. All right, let's go to the next sentence. If A, B, and C are collinear, what does collinear mean, guys? It means when it's on the same line. And AB equals BC. So look at our picture here. AB, we're gonna draw a little AB. Oh, why is it so fat? AB is congruent to BC. We're gonna put those lines in there like that. Then B is the, what do you think goes in the blank? That's right, midpoint of AC. Any line segment will have exactly one midpoint, y'all. Obviously, it doesn't make sense if there's two midpoints of something because there's only one middle of a line. There can't be two middles. That'd be crazy. All right, next one. Something divides the segment in half and forms a right angle. What do you think goes in here? Hint, it's on the notes in the title. You've already used one of the words. What's the other one? Yes, if you said perpendicular bisector, perpendicular bisector. That is the answer. That's what goes in the blank. It divides the segment in half, and here's a picture right here. That's a picture. It divides the segment in half, so lines, and forms a right angle. Remember, you draw the little square thing on the angle when it's a right angle. Right means how many degrees, y'all? 90, that's right. Give me a little, Okay, let's go straight into the examples. This is gonna be a quick one. So this is all it is, guys. Nothing too crazy here. Let's look at number one. M is the midpoint of RT. Find RM, MT, and RT. Well, check this out. If M's the midpoint of RT, that means RM and MT are what? Congruent, which means their measures are equal. So that means RM equals MT. Now, what's RM? Look at this. RM. Whoa, that's RM right there. What's MT right there? So let's substitute 5x plus 9 equals 8x minus 36. And so now let's do our little algebra thing that we've been practicing for the past. Whoa, why did I write a 3? Minus 5x minus 5x. And so we have what's left on the left side. 9 equals what's 8x minus 5x? 3x minus 36. And then let's add 36 to the other side. And also this side, we're doing it to both sides because that's what you gotta do. And then what's 9 plus 36? If you said 45, that is correct. 45 equals 3x. Now, let's get the x by itself. Divide by 3 on both sides. And 45 divided by 3 is 15. 15 equals x. But wait a second. The question doesn't even ask. But the question doesn't even ask me to find x. What's the point of that? Well, now, look, before you didn't know the values for x, but now you know the value for x right here. 15 equals x, so you can plug it in for RM, MT, and RT, and you can get your answer. So let's plug it in. RM equals 5x plus 9. That looks like an S, but it's not. But x, we know it was 15, so 5. Whoa, there's like something stuck in my throat. Times 15 plus 9. All right, what's 5 times 15, guys? Can anyone, off the top of your head, do you know what 5 times 15 is? Well, I definitely know what it is, so I'm not going to use my calculator on my phone that I'm looking at right now. And it is 75 plus 9. What's 75 plus 9? That equals 84. So RM equals, we're going to circle it. RM equals 84. Okay? MT, what's MT? MT equals 8x minus 36. Substitute the 15 in for the x. 8 times 15 minus 36. What's 8 times 15? 8 times 15 equals 120 minus 36. What's 120 minus 36? It better be 84, because if it's not, then this wouldn't make sense. Equals 84. So MT equals 84. That only makes sense, right? M is the, whoa. Okay, MT, look, M is the middle, the midpoint. So RM must equal MT. That's part of our rule up there. And so if RM is 84, MT's gotta be 84. Otherwise, M wouldn't actually be the midpoint. It wouldn't be the middle. So what's RT? RM plus MT? Well, we see that RM is 84. MT is 84. We add those two together and we get 168. So RT is 168. Circle that because that's your answer. Boom. Alright guys, so let's start on number 2 now. So this one's a little different. I'm gonna open up a fresh page, okay, and you guys follow along on your own paper. So let's read the question. It says H is between G and J. So first, it's gonna help if we draw a picture. So let's go ahead and watch. Guys, check this out. I'm learning the computer. Watch this. H is between G and J. So here's G, here's J, here's H. Now, check this out though. And then watch this. Oh, straight line. Oh my goodness. Okay, anyways. So we got H between G and J. Now it says GH is 8x minus 9. And we have HJ is 2x minus, plus 27. Tricked ya. And then it tells you that GJ, we're going to use this color. GJ, the total would be 171. And now it's saying find the value of x. Well, we've done that a few times with just segment addition, but look at this. Is H the midpoint of the segment? Is H the midpoint? Yes or no? Well, if H is the midpoint, that would mean that GH equals HJ. It would be like this, right? But we don't know if it's true or not, so it's asking us to confirm. So first, let's find x. So how do we set up the equation? Well, by the segment addition postulate, we know that GH plus HJ, that's these two sections, GH plus, let's get a different color, HJ, those two segments equals the whole, which is equals GJ. And now let's substitute in GH. What's GH? Well, right now we know it's 8x minus 9 plus, what's HJ? HJ is 2x plus 27 equals, what's GJ? Well, they told you right there in the question, it's 171. So you always want to start off writing the equation using what they gave you in the question, and then you can easily do it. So let's combine the like terms. What's 8x plus 2x? 10x, that's right. What's 27 minus 9, or negative 9 plus 27, whichever way you want to look at it? That would be plus 18 equals 171. What's next? We're going to subtract 18 from both sides because we want all variables on one side and all numbers on the other side. So we are left with 10x equals 153. Oh, looks like it's going to be a nasty one. Let's divide by 10 on both sides. Oh no. X equals 153 over 10. Don't say it ain't so, but it is. X equals 153 over 10. That's a disgusting fraction, but we're going to have to deal with it. But this question is not asking what is x. It's asking is h the midpoint. So we're trying to confirm. We're trying to confirm right here. Is GH equal to HJ? So now let's substitute. Now we know what's GH. GH equals 8x minus 9. Well, what's x? Equals 8. Substitute in x. 153 over 10 minus 9. Some people, you might be struggling with how do we set this up in a fraction form? How do we even multiply this? Well, what's a fraction form of 8? 8 over 1 times 153 over 10 minus 9. Okay? Now, how would we set 9 up into a fraction form? Well, you might say, well, you just stick it over 1. Right, okay, so let's put 8 over 1, 153 over 10 minus 9 over 1. But let's multiply this fraction first. Let's multiply these two. So straight across, 8 times 153. I'm going to need a calculator for this one. So 8 times 153 equals 1,224 over 10. Okay? We can simplify this. 1,224 is divisible by 2. That's 612 over 5. Okay? And then minus... But look, 9 over 1, we can't subtract right away because it doesn't have the same denominator. Remember, the denominator is the bottom number of the fraction. It doesn't have the same denominator. How are we going to get it to have the same denominator? You need to get it to be a 5, right? So if we multiply the bottom by 5, then we need to multiply the top by 5. So we're going to multiply it by like this. This 5 over 5, that's the same thing as 1. So doing this doesn't really change the actual value. So we're left with 45 over 5. Now we can subtract because we have the same denominator. The same denominator. So what's 612 minus 45? Let's check it out. 612 minus 45 equals 567. And then the bottom, just it's the same number, 567 over 5. So now we know GH equals 567 divided by 5, and now we have to find HJ. Getting tired. Okay, HJ equals 2x plus 27. So let's substitute x. 2 times 153 over 10 plus 27. How do we make 2 a fraction? We're going to stick it over 1. 2 times 1. 2 over 1 times 153 over 10 plus, how do we make 27 a fraction? 27 over 1. We just start like that. So let's multiply 153 times 2. That's going to be 306. And then 1 times 10 straight across. That's 10. This is divisible by 2. So we can simplify to 153 over 5. Okay? And now we're going to get 27 over 1 to be the same denominator. So we're going to multiply by 5 over 5. And what's 27 times 5? 27 times 5 equals 135. So 153 over 5 plus 135 over 1 times 5, 5. So let's add these two numbers together. What's 153 plus 135? 288 over 5. And that would be HJ. So HJ is 288 over 5. Now, we are almost done here. Holy guacamole, this one's taking a long time. So, what we wanted to know originally is H the midpoint. If it is, then GH needs to equal HJ. GH needs to equal HJ. What's GH? 567 over 5. What's HJ? 288 over 5. Does 567 equal 288, y'all? No! So that means H is not the midpoint. So in the answer, yes or no, is it the midpoint? No! And there you have it. That will be the end of this one. Make sure you do write what the value of x is in the blank because it was there. Okay, so this is your answer, no. Now we want you guys to try 3 and 4 by yourself, and we'll check back with your teacher after you're done. Good luck, guys. That's the end of this video. Peace.